Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. Thanks for joining me today. We've got a fun build today. We've got a restoration of an original Sweet 16 custom Corvette. Now, as you can see, this one is in pretty rough shape. We got a front wheel that's missing. Actually, the whole bearing is missing. There's an exhaust pipe missing on the back. I've got another base, I believe, and we can definitely switch it out with that one so we can do a really good restoration on this one. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So go ahead, sit back, grab your favorite adult beverage, or if you don't drink, have a Coke or a coffee or iced tea or water or whatever, and sit back and enjoy today as we restore this original Hot Wheels Sweet 16 custom Corvette.
It's time to start the autopsy.
I've already drilled out the post, so let's go ahead and take the car apart. At least the hood is in one piece, so we don't have to worry about repairing the hood. We got some flashing on the back that we're going to go ahead and file down and smooth that out. Yeah, these hoods are a bear to replace, but we don't have to on this one. You got a short post in the front, and you got the larger post in the back. Here's the interior. That looks good. Well, then again, no it doesn't. We'll have to replace that too. It's literally crumbling apart. The UV must have got to it over the years, because this car is over 50 years old. Windshield, it's a little bit scratched up, but I think we can salvage that. And again, here's the base. Now these have the axles in there that are, you pretty much can't replace them unless you do a straight axle across the inside. Again, the tailpipe is broken off, so we'll go ahead and we'll replace this base with another one that I have off to the side. Let's go ahead and continue. Here we're going to dip the body in the embalming fluid, also known as citrus strip. We'll go ahead and coat the car. Since we're going to do a color change here, make sure you cover the inside and outside of the car. Let's continue.
Someone is being exhumed.
Here we got the body, and we're going to put these Flitz paste on there. Now, Flitz is a great product, and I speak highly of it because it works incredible. Stick around to the end of the video for a special offer from our friends at Flitz. Now, you don't have to put a lot on there. Here I've got a little bit excess, and all you're doing is wasting product. Now, the tube I have here in front of you, I've had over 7 months now, and it's still over half full. So take your time. Now, when you're polishing out the hood, make sure that you hold it down with your finger, because if you don't, it'll snap back on you and it will break. I got lucky right there, and I saved it, but I'll tell you, I've learned from experience that these Dremels will grab a hold of that hood and it'll snap the hood off, and then you're going to say some curse words or words you wouldn't want to say in front of your mom or your grandmom. Polish it up as best you can. And if you have a few spaces on there that are still a little bit rough or whatever, put a little bit more on there and continue to polish it. Now, you may have to remove or replace the polishing bonnet, but that's okay. You want your car to look fantastic. Now, Flitz is also good for restoring your scratches in plastic windshields, etc. So just take your time with that, and you don't have to use a lot. Just a little tiny little dab, and you'll be able to polish up that windshield. Check out Flitz today. It's a great product. This is turning out really good. When I'm done polishing this up, I'm going to take it to the sink and I'm going to spray it down with Zep degreaser. And you can get that at any Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever. It's an orange-based product, so it's not going to hurt your skin or anything. But the Zep degreaser works fantastic, and it'll take off all the waxy residue from any polishes you use, etc. And it will prepare it for you to get your paint job ready to go. This is looking really, really nice. We'll go ahead and use that Zep degreaser, and we'll get a soft toothbrush and we'll scrub it down and get it ready for paint. That's looking fantastic. Let's go ahead and move on. Here I've got the windshield all polished up, and we're going to dip it in the Pledge Revive. Now I also use the Gauzy. Either one of those products is fantastic. I think you get a better deal if you're using the Pledge Revive. You get more product. Here's the replacement base, and I've got this all polished up. Let's go ahead and put some brand new wheels on there for this car. Now I got these wheels at the Redline shop. I've got 2 medium meats for the back and 2 small meats for the front. And while you're here, go ahead and mash that subscribe button and click the like button there, because that really helps me out. That's looking good. Now we take this little wheel tool that we also got from the Redline shop, put it between the bearing and the base, and push it on with your thumb. Just go easy with it so you don't bend it. It fits in there just like so. Push it with your thumb. Now, sometimes the bearing space between the bearing and the body or the base may be a little bit tight. Don't force it in there. Just push it on with your thumb. Be careful that you don't bend the axle. Let's move on. Here we've got the car in the paint booth. We're going to use blue from the Redline shop. Check out what John has to offer at the Redline shop. He's got paint, he's got parts, he's got decals. Check out the Redline shop today at www.redlineshop.com. Here we're going to get all the hard to reach areas up in your fender wells, etc. Make sure you're putting mist coats in there too. If you put it too heavy, it will run. Now this is especially important if you're painting a light color like an antifreeze or a hot pink or something. By the time you start to see the color, you've put too much paint down. So you really need to apply it in mist coats. And there's today's tip from your Uncle Paulie. I'm really loving how this color is starting to look. Now remember that the more coats of the color you put down, the darker it's going to be. And that's why the paint looks so dark when you're looking at it through the bottle. If you were to put that many layers on there, it would be that dark. This turned out absolutely fantastic. And the shine is going to stay there too. Here we've got all the pieces. We got the body. That looks fantastic. Beautiful. Here's the base. We switched out the base. Remember that? We polished it up. We put brand new wheels on there from the Redline shop. And we detailed up the grille and the rear lights. Here's a new interior. And here's the original windshield. Let's put everything together and let's have our reveal. This is going to be super sweet.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
And here's what we started with. This original Hot Wheels Sweet 16 custom Corvette. It's in pretty rough shape. We took it apart, we replaced the base, we replaced the interior, we polished up the windshield, we polished up the body, we painted it a beautiful Spectra Flame blue, and then we put everything together. And here's the result. Look at how beautiful this car turned out. I am so happy with this paint job. It turned out beautiful. Now, if you wanted to go the entire route of replacing the windshield to get some of those micro scratches out of there, you can definitely do that. But this was fantastic. And don't forget about the great products of Flitz. If you go to their website at www.flitz.com, for those folks watching Diecast Graveyard videos, the folks at Flitz have got a special offer for you. If you go to their website, any product online, Flitz will offer you 20% off any product off their website. At the end of the transaction, type in the code GRAVEYARD. Now this deal is for anyone who watches Diecast Graveyard's videos, but you have to go to the Flitz website in order to get this special deal. Thank you to the great folks at Flitz. Thank you for joining me today on Diecast Graveyard. We've got a lot more videos coming up in the future, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And thank you again for joining me here today. If there's something you'd like to see, put it in the comments. Thank you, and cheers.